that the ancient science system is so old that even at 3000 BC, they was trying to figure it out again. Very interesting. The most moderate estimate makes certain sections of the Book of the Dead as known from these tombs older than 3,000 years before Christ. We are, in any case, justified in estimating the earliest form of the work to be contemporaneous with the foundation of civilization, which we call Egyptian in the valley of the Nile. To fix a chronological limit for the arts and civilization of Egypt is absolutely impossible. I'm going to read that one more time. For all y'all Canaanites, for all y'all Amu, for all y'all Shamshu, for all y'all Hebrews, for all y'all Asiatic black man, to fix a chronological limit for the arts and civilization of Egypt is absolutely impossible. What does absolutely impossible mean?
It's not going to happen.
Thank you. I just want to kind of like lay that down a little bit, okay? And you can go to the Berlin Museum, all right? You can go to France, to the museums, and you can see copies, you know what I'm saying, of these texts, these papyrus. So it's not a stage joke where you got to kind of try to figure it out. You can actually take the family on a trip and visit your museums, and you'll see the African artifacts. That's why we study Africa, because the research is there, and you can wrap your hands around it, and you ain't got to try to be fancy. How that song go? And you're fancy now. Yeah, see, they trying to get fancy now. Everybody trying to get fancy on original Black African power, but you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it.
Yes,
Mr. Wesley Muhammad, admirable. And I just like to make this, we're not at war with our brothers. You know, we're not at war with the brother Wesley because he works hard at his scholarship. We're not at war with Lord Abba because he works hard too. We're not at war with any brother and sister. We're just making sure the information is correct. And when we rebuild the civilization, we want to be at the head of the civilization. We want to make sure that the information is all wise and exact. So under no circumstances do we disrespect our brothers and their teachers. We don't do that here. Under no circumstances are we willing to fight our brothers and sisters. We don't do that here. But absolutely positively, if you're out of order with information, you shall get corrected by anthropology, archaeological record, and original manuscripts. With that being said, does anybody want to add something to the conversation?
Yeah, real fast. And the reason why we critique people so hard, not just us, but just anyone who does research, is because, see, if you're not sharp among your own people, how are you going to go out there in the world? You know what I'm saying? You got to be sharp amongst us. And if we are the originators and the creators, perpetuators, maintainers of civilization, everything, every detail that comes with that, okay? And historically and genetically, we are the sharpest, okay? Then if you're going to be in the forefront, be that. We're not here to half-ass or nothing, okay? Because truth can be checked and verified through anthropology, archaeology, psychology, sociology, genetics, whatever angle you can possibly think of, it can be verified. That's why here at the Amaral Squad and other people who do research, we take a multidisciplinary approach. You know what I'm saying? We are holistic. Okay, we're not one-sided. Even on the Amaral Squad, we're not just one-sided. We have, you know what I'm saying, different minds. We may not always agree on every little detail, but we're all on the same page. You know what I'm saying? We're all on the same page. So that's why we do what we do. That's why we do what we do. We always respect each other and we check each other. You know what I'm saying? If I need to confirm information about Moorish history, I can call Ishmael all day. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to that, I have faith in him, not blind faith, but faith because I've seen his works based on the pattern that I know that this brother is sharp and I know he does information and I know he's not going to feed me no hogwash, so I'm going to go to him. If I want to build on some science, archaeology, brother Ankhkakek deals with that even better than I do in those areas. So I'll check with him. There's other brothers out there who are not on the Amaral Squad team that I check information with that anyone else can, because we all have people that we consult with. But these are people who are sharp. That's why we do what we do. So to bring information out, you know what I'm saying? Yes, we're going to check you, not because we hate you, not because we're trying to fight you or war with you, because it needs to be critiqued, because in this world, you know what I'm saying, if we're the creators, we have to make sure we're on top. So if you're going to be a Moor, be sharp in what you're going to do. If you're going to be practice Hebrewism, be sharp in it and be right and exact with the information, because we're going to check you. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be a Christian, be sharp with it. Know, you know what I'm saying? Know the root and be sharp. And don't be worshiping, you know, sand dwellers or no people from the caves or the ice. That's it. Yeah, that's all I got to say on that part.
For sure, for sure. I feel the same way. There's I don't know what Abba's number is. Who's letting Abba through? Is he getting on?
I guess he's getting on. I don't know. You know.
No, we're waiting for Dancing Abba. Okay, Dancing Abba, you on?
What's wrong? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
What's good? What's good? You know, one thing I don't. Hotep, P. I never was a good dancer, so you know, I mean, I'm glad to be on the show. You know, like I said, you know, I don't claim to be a scholar. You know, I like a lot of the works that y'all brothers do. You know, the brother Sanjetti, I've definitely read several of his posts on Facebook, and the brother Ankh said a key word last night. He said determinative. And one thing that I've noticed is that when we're digging up this history, then what do we use it for determinatives? Because in one of the posts that the brother Sanjetti did, and he was dealing with excuse me if I say the name wrong, King Merika. Am I saying that right?
Merikara. Yeah, you good, bro. Good.
I mean, you know, I cross-referenced the information from several other sources, and these sources turned up something different. You know, they were saying that text was not correctly quoted. I believe I posted that in a response to the brother's initial post. And then there was other brothers that came on, and, you know, they definitely dropped some science. You know, they try to call me the devil and say not to play devil's advocate, whatever that means. But, you know, what I've noticed when we're dealing with a lot of this science and we're dealing with other interpretations of archaeological, like, let's take Leakey, for instance. Now, according to Leakey, we descended from apes. I mean, is that what y'all feel?
No. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Lord Abba, hold on for a minute, man.
Yes.
Hold on one second. I first of all like to give a shout out to goddamn Black Power Cartel. Matter of fact, Seti, where you at, Seti?
Black Power.
Yeah, what's good,
Power,
Seti?
What's good?
I'm in the middle.
I'm going to say
What's
it's
going
long.
on, brethren?
I'm going to say it's long.
Yeah, good to be here with you, brother.
Yeah, what it is, what's good? Talk to us, man, about those original Africans in the Nile Valley, man. Do anything trump that, Seti?
Not that can be seen with the eye. Not that it can be talked about, but it can't be seen with the eye. You understand? When you go to the Nile Valley, see, it don't need no explanation. It don't need no explanation. It speaks for itself. And so if you ain't got nothing physically that can compare to it, you ain't got a greater science. That's just the facts of the matter. You know, most of all this other shit out here is written, and niggas need to talk you into it. I ain't got to talk nobody into that. it is what it is. And so, you know, when we as a people go to our greatest achievement, it is no doubt in my mind that is Egypt. Ain't no motherfucking doubt. Everything else, that shit's fantasy. You know, you can interpret.
Well, let me read this right quick from the prophet Noble Drew Ali, peace and blessings be upon him, Allah's prophet. He says this. He says that the river Nile was dredged and made by the ancient pharaohs of Egypt in order to trade with the surrounding kingdoms. Also, the Niger River was dredged by the great pharaoh of Egypt in those ancient days for trade, and it extends eastward from the river Nile, westward across the Great Atlantic.
What did he reference?
Let me just finish, brother.
What did he reference?
I mean, like the prophet said, he said, if I tell you everything right now, you'll just go back to sleep. It was predicated upon those that came after him. Because, wait, let me finish. Brother, let me finish, brother. Brother, you talk, I ain't say nothing. You talk, I ain't say nothing. It was predicated on those that came after him to bring the knowledge, and he was the spark. It's simple as that. He was the spark of the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we have right now. So when you asking me, wait a minute, brother, when you asking me what's the reference.
Let me deal with this. As far as that dread.
I mean, wait a minute. Let me make my explanation first.
Hold on for a minute. Let me make my explanation. Hold on for a minute. You made a statement.
I'll see how this is going to go. I'm in the Lions then. Y'all do y'all.
Hold on, Lord Abba. Hold on for a minute, Lord Abba. Hold on, just let's deal with the dredging of the Nile for a minute. You can get back on it. You made your point, and we'll accept the prophet. Okay, we heard you. You shouldn't have to explain that. You made the statement on that, right? We're gonna listen, brothers come in on it, right? And then you can go back to finish the explanation. It's all good. Relax. So you just can't go on a 25-minute explanation. We heard you. They dredged the Nile and they dredged the what? The Niger River. Did you say that?
What are you talking about, brother?
You just said that they dredged the Nile. They made the Nile, man-made.
Right? And the brother said, where's the references? And I started to go into looking at the Nile itself is its reference. How do you get such a fauna system and river in the middle of the desert? How do you get that there? Who can explain that to me?
Ain't no man dredge no damn river, man.
But can you disprove it? Wait a minute. Wait, Seti, can you disprove it?
Of the tectonic plate.
Wait a minute.
From science, not no damn bullshit, no man dreads, no damn. Them rivers come from the cracks of the tectonic plate.
Can you prove this? Can you give the archaeological evidence to prove it? That's what I'm asking. Drop a link in the chat so that I may click on it. Educate me. That's all I'm asking. Educate me. Drop a link in the chat right now.
Science today.
All right, let me
that's how the Great Rift Valley came to be. I don't know what the hell you talking about, no motherfucker.
I mean, I don't know what you talking about because where the Great Rift Valley is at is not where the Nile is at. I don't know what you talking about, brother.
What Egyptian text did he use
that we supposed
to
to
get that information?
Let's do with something we supposed to follow with last night.
I hope it don't lead back to the Aquarian gospel of Jesus Christ.
I mean, we could touch on that too. Yo, we could touch on all that. That's what I'm on the phone for. Let's get it in. I mean, hey, wait a minute. Let me say this. Let me just say this. I mean, we just ain't going to over-talk Abba. Let Abba get his words in. It's like 5 of y'all. Let me go in. I mean, ain't none of, the way I feel when it comes to this information, ain't none of y'all going to be able to touch me. That's the way I'm looking at it. That's why I'm here. On y'all line. But go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, go ahead. Say what you going to say.
Abba, we supposed to do a follow-up from last night.
Right, he ain't trying to do all that. Relax, Lord Abba. You taking it personal, yo. Chill, yo.
Oh, nah, I'm building, baby. I mean, I'm in the lion's den. I'm building.
You're a little jumpy right now. You be all right.
You jumpy, yo. Chill for a minute. We ain't sliced you up for a minute. Hold on. You on your way out. Don't worry about that. You're going to be frozen.
I ain't even telling him I was going to swap him up tonight. I mean, I'm going to swap him up in a little while, but not right now. Right. So anyways, last night you said that the Nile was the only river that flowed north. Now, do you bear witness that you were incorrect about that information?
Indeed. But that didn't make me wrong. That just made my research incomplete.
What?
Indeed.
That's right. I mean, am I wrong in my assumption? I mean, see, that's the thing. I can admit that I'm wrong. I can admit that I'm wrong. Can your boy Seti get on the line and admit that Noble Drew Ali was pumping pale Arab Islam to try to brainwash my people? Can he prove that right now? Or can he say that he was wrong? Let me hear that. Oh, man, make your point. Yeah, definitely, make your point.
You real jumpy right now, son. I ain't gonna take your chain. I'm just admiring it, son. I ain't gonna take your shit.
I was never the dude that got his chain took, baby Paul. Not me. Not me.
Hey, you're real jumpy right now, son. I'm just admiring.
Indeed, I'm here. You know, I've been jumped before. You know.
Hold on, Lord Adler. Check this out. Now, Seti, he came through. He don't even really fuck with this venue like that. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get at him? All you gotta do is sit back and let's just present information, yo. We ain't trying to do it like that. Relax for a minute, yo.
I'm quiet. I mean, but when I go to explain it, don't cut me off, because that's what's happening, and that's causing me to talk out. But I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to shut my mouth. Go ahead, go in.
Come on, man. Go ahead, Seti. Go ahead, Seti.
I don't even know what man, listen, look.
He trying to say the Nile was man-made. That's crazy.
I done dealt with this issue time and time before. I don't even have to deal with the shit, man, because I done put material out there, and that shit ain't going nowhere. And niggas can say whatever the fuck they want. Niggas is going to be watching that shit forever, nigga. It's here. And so my stance is still what it was, nigga, when I came to the great debate with Sabir and the rest of them niggas, with Eileen and with the false teaching. And it's still out there. This shit's still pushing, baby.
Can I say something now?
It's still pushing. It ain't going nowhere. So you can have your say. I just want to know if you can stand alone, dog. Can you put something out there that niggas say, niggas steady, come see this shit right here. When you able to do that, then come holler at me. Other than that, the little sidebar shit, that shit don't faze me.
So why you here then? I mean, obviously you thought there was some interest.
But I'm hearing the little, you know, this and that and this. Look, I don't call no nigga by name, all right? And you know, in all that shit when niggas talk shit, man, that's fuckboy shit, man. I don't call.
You call Noble Drew Ali by name. What are you talking about?
I never disrespected you. Never. You ain't.
I didn't disrespect you. I just said you put out false information on Noble Drew Ali. You called his name. So I'm now calling your name.
And that shit correct. And if
no, it's not. It's not correct, and I'm going to prove it.
I go deeper. It ain't no.
You can't. Yo, I just seen your brother. I just seen your last video. I sat at the computer and laughed. What you talking about? Look at his right foot crossed over the leg. Now look at the crescent moon and where the crescent. They got that from. I sat there and laughed. I'm like, is this their scholar? Is this their general? Please, you can't touch me, son.
You gonna bruise yourself up, dude. Niggas wasn't laughing when they dropped. You weren't laughing then. Them niggas wasn't laughing.
Let me let you know this, brother. I'm not Eileen. I'm not Morris Brooklyn. I'm not Sabir. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I'm not those dudes. I'm not them. I'm here right now. What's good?
I ain't going back off into it. You know why? Because I done already spoken and it's still pushing. See, this is just a necessary conversation I'm having with my brother. That's what's up. But after that, man, this shit don't even exist, baby.
I mean, we all know. You my brother. That's why I went to 52 Blaze page right quick. That's why I went to 52 Blaze page, cleaned him up right quick, because I didn't like the fact that he came at you the way he did. And your rebuttal was so weak, he chopped it up. The little European dude that y'all call Rip Van Winkle. I went to his page and tore him up for you. I went to his because your rebuttal, brother. Look, your rebuttal was so weak to the European. I had to go to his page and clean him up for you.
Hey, Lord Adler, you making it a personal thing now, yo.
I mean, we on the line. Y'all, this is what y'all wanted me here for. Y'all want to slap Abba up? Abba is here. Let's get busy.
Abba, if you keep talking like that, right, we will never get you the information. Where you're weak at. We're going to expose you.
So then why don't one of y'all start talking about the information?
I'm talking right now. What I'm saying is, your claim, hold on, we're going to start dealing with your claims. One of your claims is that the Nile River is man-made. Okay? That's the most ridiculous shit I've heard in the last 43 years. You can't.
But that don't make it wrong. But that don't make it wrong, though. Just because it's ridiculous. You know, the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard was a person calling themselves black with brown skin. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Just cut me off, Lord Albert. You can't cut me off. You're going to get the black ice.
All right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
It's because you're running now.
I'm running? I'm here. I'm on the line. What are you talking about?
When you keep talking, we can't get it in. Now, let's get it in. The Nile Valley is 4,100 miles long. Okay? There's no geological evidence, no evidence outside of the damn Circle 7 Quran that says that motherfucker was dread. Do you know what technology, what type of... They can't even do it with today's technology, make a goddamn river that long. That's what I'm trying to show you, bro. So you got to realize, give me one archaeological remain that absolutely proves that the pharaohs had the technology to make a goddamn Nile 4,100 miles. Do you have that? Yes or no?
Huh?
That's a question.
Abba, are you there? Abba.
Not after that one.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, my bad, my call dropped. But if you asked the question, can you repeat it? Because that was the last thing I heard.
The question was, do you have any proof of brothers and sisters having the technology need to make a river 4,100 miles long? Do you have any archaeological remains of that? Do you have any anthropology of the brothers and sisters that died trying to do that shit? Because trust me, brothers and sisters died trying to build the pyramids. So a building project of that magnitude, you would have tombs proving that these brothers did that. And they would pay these brothers. You would have written records of payment. You would have written records of their sick days. You have all records of different artists being there to pull that feat off. Do you have any records of that happening? Yes or no? That's all I want to know.
Listen, the record is the Nile itself. How do you get a system like that in the middle of the desert? Explain. Listen, wait a minute, brother. Wait a minute. You just asked me a question, now you cutting me off. Oh, man. This is useless. You asking me a question and then cutting me off when I start to respond.
I want to make sure that's your answer for the record.
That is my answer. Look at the Nile itself. That's my answer. That's my answer.
That's his answer. Okay.
That's right. That's my answer.
So as we look at the Nile, I just want to be clear, because as we look at the Nile, you stated yesterday that because the Nile was the only river that flowed north, that was an indication that it was man-made. But then you admitted earlier that you were incorrect with information that I proved you incorrect. So now what is your claim about the other rivers that flow north? Are you claiming that those are man-made as well, the other 5 rivers that I named to you?
I mean, at this point, that is actually irrelevant. The point is that the river Nile does flow north opposite than the other rivers. We can look at the Nile itself and see, how do you get a system like that in the middle of a desert? Seti just said that it was because of the rift. Wait a minute. Seti just said it was because of the African rift. Seti just said it was because of the African rift. This is impossible if you look at a map. Please, show and prove. Show and prove. How can you get the African rift, which created the Red Sea? How do you get the African rift, which created the Red Sea, and then you got the Nile thousands of miles from the shore, from where the Red Sea is at? Come on. You got to be kidding me with that. You got to be kidding me with that.
But the land, what you call the Sahara, wasn't always a desert.
That's right. This I know for a fact.
Over there in the rock paintings over there in Libya, and they show people going through there with animals. Even down in Lower Egypt, they showed that there was elephants, giraffes down there. So don't come with that shit. That wasn't all. That shit just turned desert.
That's right.
Much all the way down. So don't run that.
I want to be clear on something.
I mean, but that didn't prove anything. That didn't prove anything, though. What did you just prove? We know about the rock paintings. We know about these things. I mean, what did that prove, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, you see, even
let me give you the name.
When you look at everything that they carved, you see even they tools that they left in ancient Egypt, nigga, if they dug it out, where is the tools? Where is the writing? Egypt never left. They wrote down every damn thing. Where is it? If they left all that for just a pyramid, what more would they have had to leave to have a goddamn workforce that go down 4,000 damn miles, man? Where is the damn tomb? Where is the damn writings? Nigga, don't come with that.
Now, we're dealing now. Number one, we're dealing with. Listen, we're dealing with an ancient civilization here. We know this for a fact. Yo, wait a minute.
Hold on, man.
Oh man! Every time I get ready to say something, it's let somebody else speak. This is crazy. Go ahead, brother. Say what you're gonna say.
Yeah, but you already you gave us an answer. Your answer was that the Nile itself. Okay, everybody heard that. Go ahead.
And then I expounded on why. Let's not forget that, Then I expounded on why.
Okay, I heard you. Let the other brother speak for a minute, yo. We heard you. Go ahead. Who next? Is that? Hold on for a minute. Is that Seti or Ish? Who wants to speak?
Yeah. Seti. Listen.
All right, go ahead, Seti.
All right. The first, okay. It was not dug up. It was not dug up by men. First of all, the source of the Nile River, okay, is in the high lands of Ethiopia and Uganda, where the mountainous areas are. Water flows from a high region to low region due to gravity, okay? So it comes from the southern lands, and those lands are not deserts, okay? So as far as the question of how can this river be in the middle of a desert, the source of it doesn't even come from a desert. The source of it is in equatorial Africa, okay, in the high lands, in mountainous areas. Now, if you need the map coordinates, you know what I'm saying, 2 degrees, 16 minutes, and all that kind of stuff, we can get that to you, okay? And that's the White Nile. Blue Nile, Lake Tana, 12 degrees, 2 minutes, okay? It's going north. If you need more information on that, I will definitely post it on the next note. It comes from mountainous regions where there are lakes in equatorial Africa, and that is not desert, okay? And every year when the flooding comes, that's where a whole bunch of water comes into Nile that ends up in Kemet or Ta Marie, okay? And then drains out into the Mediterranean or the Great Green Sea, okay? That's the answer to your question.
But brother, you didn't prove, brother, what you didn't do was prove how did the Nile, brother, listen.
We go on the line for a minute. Let Ish go next. Come on, yo.
All right, go ahead, brother, go ahead.
Come on, yo, goddamn.
I'm curious because, Abba, about your questions, said it was absolutely right when he stated about the plate tectonics. And it seems to me as if you have not studied geology and understand plate tectonics at all, because if you did, you would understand how these rifts happen over in this particular region of Africa. So let me give you a crash course on it so that you will now understand how plate tectonics works, and I will give you the names and I will give you the references. First of all, the plate tectonics was discovered in 1912 by Albert Wegener. It's W-E-G-N-E-R. The W sounds like a V. Albert Wegener. He's the person that came up with the concept of the continental drift. Now, this can be measured by the fathometers, and that gives you the ocean floor and the ridges. When the ocean floor and the ridges, then you will have the splitting of these ridges, which is how the continents move and also how the land split. This process is called subduction. S-U-B-D-U-C-T-I-O-N. Are you with me so far? Okay, anyway.
Oh, can I say yeah? Go ahead, brother. Say what you say.
Okay. Now, plate tectonics as a whole finally started to come together by Vine and Matthews. That was discovered in 1966. Vine and Matthews came up with the clarity of how these particular plates are shifting, and that's how the shifting was taking place in Africa, which is what separated Arabia from the African continent.
This is common knowledge, Ish. I know, excuse me, but I know what you're talking about. Like, that's common knowledge right there. How does that prove how the Nile was formed? Can you get to that part, please?
If it's common knowledge, then what is the name of the doctor that I just told you?
I don't know. I mean, what you're talking about with the Great Rift, listen, you talking about the person that did the studies. Brother Ish, you talking about the person that did the studies. Cool. I mean, I'm looking at an article right now in front of me from 2009 dealing with the African Desert Rift. So, I mean, asking me what's the name of the person that went and studied that, it wasn't one of us. Matter of a fact. Let's just keep it official on that. And you're not proving, brother, you're not proving how
let him finish. You're going to get your chance.
Oh, man.
The problem is this. When we're trying to educate you about how plate tectonics work, you don't want to know because you think you know, and then when you're asked about it, you don't know. That's the whole problem.
Because I didn't know the name of the man that went and analyzed it? Go ahead, brother. Say your piece. Just let me get my chance to speak.
The point is this. They're running around with the ideology that little elves are running around with shovels digging out Nile rivers. That's your mindset, as if these little elves are coming out of nowhere with no tools, no kind of archaeology at all.
When did I say this?
Magically, you're saying that the Nile is man-made.
Yeah, number one, then you... Am I speaking now? Am I speaking now?
Now, you know what? I think we're going to move on to the next issue, yo.
No, wait a minute, because y'all are doubting the very people who built pyramids. Y'all are saying that there's no way, wait a minute, listen to what y'all saying. Y'all saying that there's no way that this is possible. You saying they didn't have the technology, or what do you mean? We built the pyramids. How could we not have the technology? We built pyramids over here. That's older than the ones in Giza. What are you talking about?
We're going to move on to the next issue, yo.
No doubt.
You said the pyramids in America is older than the ones in Egypt?
Some of them, yes.
Wow, you fucking
out.
God be clouded.
ACS.
Listen here, man. Go ahead, do you, dog.
That knowledge is crazy, man.
Now man-made. Okay.
I mean, you know, this is, look, let me say this right quick. Yo, let me say this.
We're going to move to the next issue.
No doubt. I am. I'm not even touching on that. I'm not even touching on that.
Come on, yo. You got some more information. Come on, yo. We're going to get off.
All I'm saying, wait a minute. All I'm saying is, I wanted to come on it. Let me say this. I wanted to come on this show. My peoples were saying, yo, they all going to drown you out. I said, that's good. Because listen, brother. I said, that's good. Because I still want the people to hear. I knew y'all was going to get the dude Seti on the phone. I mean, I knew what time it was. That's why I'm here on the call. My peoples urged me to focus on what I'm focusing on. Listen, I mean, I'm keeping it official from my observation. The brother is on the line, and I'm here. I'm still right here. And my claim has not been disproven yet. Matter of fact, not my claim, excuse me. Noble Drew Ali's claim has not been disproven yet. It hasn't been.
Noble Drew Ali is a Freemason. He's a astronomer.
Prove it. Prove it.
I got a selection from Sheikh Ras L. If you want me to read that for you.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. I have those books that so-called Chief Rashadiel put out, and that does not reflect anything else that's taught in the Moorish Science Temple. Some people are just rolled. You better do the history of the people you getting this information from, brother.
If you look at the Divine Constitution and the bylaws with the eye and the handshake, you see the same thing on the Fraternal Order of Police flag too. So stop
Oh,
it, man.
come on. No, listen.
He already knocked the jaw out of that temple.
No, he didn't. Because it was one-sided, just like it's one-sided right now.
So what in the world is Islamism, man? Where that come from, bro?
Look it up. Google Islamism right now, and it's going to tell you. I mean, if you're going to let me talk, let me talk. Brother, if you're going to let me talk, let me talk. Don't answer a question and then try to drown me out every single time I try to give an answer. That's whack. That's whack. Come on, man.
Y'all stay jumping around, man.
Yo, how am I jumping around? I'm trying to make an explanation, and every time I try to explain, I keep getting cut off. Albert, let them talk. Albert, let them talk. That's whack. That's whack.
Hold on. We're going to do this for a minute. Hold on. Everybody, we're going to act like we got some damn sense. First of all, right, no matter what them niggas say, nobody is trying to jump you and drown your ass out. Yo, you the loudest talking motherfucker on this phone. I want you to know that.
That's good, because I need to be.
Yo. You acting like you're being attacked, and we're not trying to attack you. I kid you not. It's, your mental state is there. What I'm saying
the brother just told me, wait a minute, brother. He just told me, stop with the lies. That's attacking me right now. He's telling me that I'm lying.
Listen, he jumped out there for a minute, but you got to admit that noble, the actual noble is a title for what? For a shriner or some type of Masonic order. Do you agree to that? That's just a basic title. That nigga wasn't born with the name noble. You have to earn
Wait a minute. The Shriners in the United States started in what year? I believe it was 1876. The English word noble goes back way before 1876. Where did they get the, wait a minute, where did they get the term noble from? They got the term noble from the term lord. Am I off? Am I off here? Who were the nobles? Wait, brothers, listen. Who were the nobles of Europe? The Moors were the nobles of Europe. We were the ones that went in and educated them. Islam went in and educated them, and they called us their lords. This is where you get El and Baal, brother. This is where you get El and Baal from, and this is where you get all of these idols, particularly like the ones that was in the Kaaba, because they made reverence to us. All historians speak about how great our peoples was, and the Smith. Oh man, all right, true.
What I'm trying to indicate you is, right, that they have a mystic order in Islam, and it's called the shrine. I'm not talking about the Europeans. I'm talking about the Arabs. Okay? They have it. It's called the Shriners. You can get the tape of Holy Bible. Oh, okay, I thought the word Arab mean black. You switching off that?
No, I'm not. But you're not talking about them, because the people that you're calling Arabs right now did not confer the degree of Shrinerdom.
About black people. They had a shrine, yo. If you want to call black, it's called the shrine. You can go to Holy Bible. You can go on the internet, right, and type in Holy Bible, and he shows you what the shrine is. Come on, yo. Everybody knows the mystic order, the shrine. And Noble Ali was a mystic. Right or wrong. Seti clearly proved that.
Oh, it ain't no doubt about it. You can run it.
Yeah, Seti didn't prove anything. Seti, yo, listen. Seti presented, listen.
Noble Ali, Malachi York was in the damn. Come on, yo.
Listen, all I'm saying is, y'all don't understand. Listen, y'all don't understand the Moorish science in the first place. You got people talking about, he stole or plagiarized the Quran from Unto Thee I Grant and the Quarian Gospel. The Prophet never took authorship of the book. The book says divinely prepared. Just like if I prepare a meal, I got to go get lettuce and carrots and these things and put them together. Wait a minute, let me finish. Yo, let me finish. You got to put these things together to make your ingredient. The prophet saw what was best for his people, and the lessons in that book was best for his people. So he opened up with his pen the creation and fall of man, and the last 4 verses comes from him. Seti said why he took Egypt out of the Moorish Quran. He did a whole chapter called Egypt, the capital empire of Africa. What are you talking about? This is what I'm saying. This information is being presented one-sided, and at the lecture in January, I'm going to show and prove. Clip by clip, I'm going to smash this dude out with this intellectual.
Like the photo that just miraculously appeared not too long ago of Marcus Garvey next to anybody. It could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? Now they saying it's noble. Y'all quit making that shit up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Could you say that again?
The Aquarian,
repeat.
Wait a minute, hold up. The Aquarian gospel of Jesus Christ come out of the Rosicrucian background, man. How can you come on this damn phone and sit up here and all these men who know the background of that shit, know all the signs and the symbols, and you can still sit on this damn phone and tell a damn lie like that?
Now let me ask you a question. Who is the founder of the Rosicrucians? Who is the founder of the Rosicrucians?
Man, get out of here. I ain't got to go through it with you.
Yeah, you know it's a more. See, this is what I'm saying, Seti. Yo, Seti, at the lecture, I'm going to destroy your argument, son. I'm just letting you know that. I'm going to destroy your argument. You can't deal with it. It's just simple as that. They're gonna get destroyed.
Yo, can I say, when we know the Rosicrucians?
All the rest of you niggas, man. I done been there and done that, dog.
Nah, you ain't get up with me yet. You ain't get up with me, bro. Trust me.
Hold on. Hey, the switchboard operator. Black Ice Lord have an ass for a minute, yo. You tripping.
Yo, Black Ice. I can stand on my own, homie. You stand on yours, homie. All right? I can stand alone, nigga. I don't need nobody. So, I ain't worried about no debate. I never debated. You niggas don't stand on y'all alone. All right? And so all I can see is progress, nigga. I'm booked. Okay? Get with me, dog. I'm telling you, nigga. The ship is going this way. I'm telling you. Straight up. And you can figure it out however you want. I'm booked. Hey,
yeah.
Nigga, you know what I need when I get down there.
I know what you
I'm about
need.
to get up off of here, but
Black
October
out.
15th,
Black African Power.
Seti in Atlanta, baby. Just came out of LA, just came out of Memphis, just came out of St. Louis, just came out of Cincinnati, just came out of DC, nigga. Going into Atlanta October 16th. Y'all check me out, man. You Black Power Cartel.
DPT. You out. Love, yo. Black African Power, yo. Peace.
Black African Power, brothers.
All right. Let Lord have him back on that joint. Go ahead, let it out. Open this line up.
Hey, hold on.
What?
Hold up. Listen, I need to say something. Let me say something about.
You gotta let Lord have a line open real quick, but that nigga, he be having a 10-hour explanation on this shit, man. God damn, he gotta be respectful of the time.
He's jumpy, man. He's
jumpy. I know. I cannot believe he made that shit a personal thing between them two. That ain't wasn't even about that, yo. Almost like he's running away from himself. God damn, yo.
Oh, let me say something just real briefly.
Where Lord have at? Is this line open?
Yeah, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Relax.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening in. What?
Let me ask you a question, Lord Abba. If you knew you had a lecture, right, dealing with that, right, all you gotta do is put it out there, and the people gonna be ready to hear it. You ain't gotta go personal with the man. It's
not personal. Listen. Let me say this.
Your brother putting the information in here, brother. So don't make it like y'all beefing when y'all see each other. Come on, yo. We don't do that on the show. We strictly scholarship, yo. Not trying to cut you out. We're strictly scholarship, and you know this, yo. So I'm saying.
All right, let me repeat what I said earlier. I said, yo, when I seen the European clean up Sara Suten Seti with the video, and then Seti let me finish. Can I finish? Can I just finish? Can I finish? All right, so I'm just letting you know it ain't nothing personal in that sense. But however, if we gonna take the stage, then let's take the stage and let's do it like how we do it when we gonna take the stage. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
That's my point, yo. When you rewind this show, and people gonna do it because we ain't go in, right? You can't say the evidence is the goddamn now. Listen, in a debate and in a discourse, this is how this works. If you make the claim, right, that the Nile was dredged by people, right, you got to come with the evidence, right? And then we rebuttal with our evidence, right? And then you got to rebuttal on what we brought. You can't say the Nile. That's not how you do a debate. That's some shit down on the corner with Buki and them, but not on a scholarly level.
I mean, that sound real cute. To the audience, but like I said, the Nile itself is in the middle of a desert.
Are you intelligent enough?
It's brother. Listen to the explanation. Oh man. Oh man.
Right? If you tell me that the Canaanites are the oldest people on earth, right? You can't say because the Canaanites live in the day. You got to give me the evidence to back that up.
I said the Moors are the oldest living people on earth.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm just saying the Moors.
Okay, so let's deal with that for a minute, right? You mean, when you say that, are you just saying black people, or are you saying the title? What are you saying?
I'm saying Moors. There's no such thing as black people.
Okay.
No such thing.
Hold on. Because here's the next topic, right? How ancient is the word Moor?
The word Moor goes all the way back to the pyramids. I explained that last night on Sanetta's show.
Hold on. What time period are you giving us for that?
Whatever time period the pyramid was built in. What we gonna go 10,500 BC, or we gonna use the more modern time that the Europeans use? I mean, what time frame are we gonna use?
We won't use it.
What are you talking about?
We won't use.
Excuse me?
Which pyramid are you talking about?
Pyramid.
Which one?
Yeah, which
Pyramid. Brother, pyramid.
What you got? Pyramids in Nubia? Come on, yo.
Wait a minute. That's right. There's pyramids in Nubia. The pyramids in Nubia is older than the ones in Giza. Am I wrong?
Yes. So which pyramids are you talking about?
Which one are you talking about?
Brother, I said on the Sinetta show last night, I showed and proved that the word more goes. Oh, man. Here we go. I mean, look. What's the use? Brother, what's the use? I mean, what's the use? What's the use?
Answer right now. Which pyramid are you talking about so that we know what time you're talking about?
And I said pyramid. Brother, all I said, listen, Ankh is saying, listen, is not Ankh saying that the hieroglyphs is the oldest language? Did you say that earlier, Ankh? That the metal netta, excuse me. Let me say the proper term.
That the pictograph, right, is the oldest form of an idea. That's what I'm saying, and I can back that up. I'm not just saying to say, and I can give you time.
Okay, now look, can I come in now? Can I come in now?
Oh, go ahead.
Now, the Egyptian term for pyramid is more. M-R. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Yes, you're wrong. Yes, you're wrong. M-R is pronounced man.